every one of us loves video games, no matter big or small, old or young, male or female. It's just fun to dive into virtual worlds and experience the story of a 3D or 2D character. There are so many different genres, but which are actually the world's best-selling video games? Well, we'll show you. Number 10. Red Dead Redemption 2. 26th of October 2018. The story of Red Dead Redemption 2 takes you to the year 1899, almost 12 years before the events of the first Red Dead Redemption. The era of the Wild West is coming to an end. Civilization and law are on the rise. These are bad times for outlaw gangs who roam the country lawlessly and disregarding the rules, and are therefore hunted down mercilessly by the state and the law. You take on the role of Arthur Morgan, a member of one of the last truly feared gangs, led by the charismatic Dutch van der Linde. Right at the beginning, Red Dead Redemption 2 brings you down to the hard ground of outlaw facts. After a failed robbery in the town of Blackwater, the van der Linde gang, decimated and pursued by Pinkerton agents, must retreat to the snowy Grizzly Mountains and find a new perspective for the future. In other words, rake in as much money as possible in order to be able to live in freedom on a piece of land somewhere in the West. In general, it can be said that Red Dead Redemption 2 is not only a very successful sequel to its predecessor, but also makes it to number 10 of the most sold video games in the world, with a whopping 36 million copies sold. Number 9. Mario Kart Wii. 10th of April 2008. First arriving on the SNES in 1992, this deceptively simple racer became an instant hit, and not only spawned several sequels but also an army of would-be contenders. The mix of simple but challenging courses, funky power-ups, and the usual Nintendo charm was straddled by a control and gameplay system that was nigh on perfect, and a multiplayer mode that was universally recognized as one of the best ever devised. Leap forward several years and numerous sequels, and we land on the Wii and the inevitable Wii-centric changes. But far from moving Mario Kart further away from its core design, as some of the previous games have arguably done, Mario Kart Wii actually returns to some old form and feels much more like the original title than the likes of Double Dash. With approximately 37,380,000 copies sold, Mario Kart Wii makes it to 9th place on the list of the best-selling video games. Number 8. Super Mario Bros. 13th of September 1985. The original Super Mario Bros. Was the game that defined the Nintendo Entertainment System and Nintendo for years to follow, and acts as the blueprint for the series even today. Released as the pack-in game for the Nintendo Entertainment System, Super Mario Bros. Was the introduction of Mario to many players. Though he had previously appeared in Donkey Kong and Mario Bros., it was the release of Super Mario Bros. That really brought him to the forefront. At its most basic, the game has the player as Mario moving from left to right across the levels, jumping over pits and on enemies to proceed to the end of the level. The controls are simple, with one button to jump and another that when held allows you to run, and when pressed throws a fireball if you have the firepower. Books have been written on the level design of Super Mario Bros., and it's easy to see why. They are almost perfectly constructed, with every few levels bringing in a new aspect and building the game up stage by stage. Much of the level design is still reflected in new Mario games, in particular the increasingly tricky jumps to the flag at the end of the level. For the majority of us, Mario is and remains an unforgettable feeling of nostalgia, and is the 8th best-selling video game in the world, with a phenomenal 40,240,000 copies sold. Number 7. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. 29th of May 2014. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe returns with another epic addition to its series. With the return of double items and new smart steering, the game brings back nostalgic touches of past games while including new ways for younger children to chime in on the race without getting frustrated by the controls. The amount of characters and tracks is convincing, and also the battle mode offers some variety again. With approximately 41,860,000 copies sold, Mario Kart 8 is the 7th best-selling game in the world. Number 6. Overwatch. 24th of May 2016. Overwatch is a one-of-a-kind hero shooter that is far and away the best of its genre. It offers variety, depth and style that very few come close to matching, Its 4-year-old foundation has been lovingly crafted into the unparalleled multiplayer experience that it offers today. From its now cherished characters and expertly crafted maps to outstanding sound design and dynamic action, it's a masterpiece of competitive gameplay. Most importantly of all though, it's never stopped being ridiculously fun after all these years. All of these factors combine to make Overwatch a singularly special shooter. With approximately 50 million copies sold, Overwatch makes it to number 6 of the best-selling games in the world. Number 5. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, 20th of December 2017. It's been nearly 5 whole years since the pioneering PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds first appeared on Steam and popularized the idea of pitting 100 players against each other until only the best or last among them survives. Since then, the original Battle Royale has been locked in a fight for relevance against many games it inspired, and only now has it dropped its entry fee and joined the ranks of its free-to-play competition. Now that the novelty has worn off, in some ways PUBG has been left wanting compared to newer and more innovative Battle Royales, but its unique focus on massive zones and realistic simulation means it hasn't lost its touch either. Before PUBG became free, it sold around 70 million copies, making it the 5th best-selling game in the world. Number 4. Wii Sports, 19th of November 2006. For the first time in more than a decade, Nintendo has shipped a console with a pack-in included. The title is Wii Sports, and it's actually a compilation of 5 games designed from the ground up to make full use of the Big N's innovative remote. The disc, which ships for free with Wii in America and Europe, includes pick-up-and-play versions of baseball, boxing, bowling, golf and tennis, and learning the basics couldn't be easier. You just pick up the Wii remote and swing it like a baseball bat to whack the ball out of the park, or gesture an underhanded rolling motion to toss the bowling ball down the lane. These controls back then revolutionized the gaming experience, making it the 4th best-selling game in the world, with around 82,900,000 copies sold. Number 3. Grand Theft Auto 5, 17th of September 2013. While people are currently waiting for the release of GTA 6, the previous title, GTA 5, is still being played eagerly by many people around the world. A successful sequel to the previous games, GTA 5 made big waves in 2013 and set new standards for open-world action titles. 3 and almost always playable characters with lots of unique characteristics and a vivid world with many realistic details make the gaming experience of GTA 5 unforgettable. Later on, a multiplayer mode was also added, which is still being updated today and is home to a large number of players. With an incredible 140 million copies sold, GTA 5 has earned the title for the 3rd most sold game in the world. Number 2. Minecraft, 18th of November 2011. There is probably no other game that encourages creativity as much as Minecraft. No matter what you imagine, in Minecraft you have the possibility to make it happen. By collecting resources and fighting monsters that you encounter in the almost endlessly generated world of Minecraft, you are able to build your own empire. The huge community also provided many additional incredible gaming experiences with groundbreaking mods. Whether young or old, everyone has played Minecraft at some point. With approximately 200 million copies sold, Minecraft has earned the title for the 2nd best-selling game in the world. Number 1. Tetris, 6th of June 1984. Tetris is a nostalgic puzzle game that made its debut in 1984. Various blocks with different shapes have to be put together, which fall down from the top and become faster and faster. Since then, Tetris has been able to gather many fans and has repeatedly been given a new, modern remake for various platforms. Tournaments are held all over the world where the best players in the world compete against each other. It is fascinating how far the history of the game goes and still shapes us today. With approximately 495 million copies sold, this makes Tetris the best-selling game in the world. What is your favorite game? Do you like action games or more relaxing casual games? Let us know in the comments.